YouTube, today I'm gonna show you guys how to do the glitchy 720 spin in 2K25, man. This spin is unguardable, and not only that, there is 4 different animations that you can get with this spin. Based off of which way you're running, you get a different animation, and I'm telling you guys, I am absolutely frying with this. Oh my goodness. So I'll be showing you guys exactly how to do it with hand cam tutorial today. Oh my goodness, hanky fade from half court. Am I really like that? What the world? But this right here is the slow animation. Then right here we have another version of it as well, where you run directly forwards. This one, in my opinion, is personally very good if you want to try to get a midi, or if you're driving, rim running, you can whip that out. Now then, we have the super glitchy 720 animation that you can get when you run sideways, or even if you're running backwards, it looks very glitchy too. Yeah, so I will be giving you guys a full hands-on tutorial today with the hand cam, teaching you how to do all of these beautiful animations. Before we get into it, if you are new to the channel, subscribe, turn those noties on, drop a like, I would greatly appreciate it. Now let's get right into it, man. Now to start it off, you want to make sure that you are using Steve Nash spin. You need an 80+ ball handle, height under 6'10". This is the spin that I am using. I love the animation that you get when you run directly forwards, when you run diagonal. Every which way you run with this, it is such a good spin animation. These are the sigs as well that I am using if you guys need to copy them down. We have Russell Westbrook dribble style, Trae Young sig size up, Kobe White regular breakdown combo, Marbury aggressive breakdown combo, Curry escape moves, Zach LaVine combo moves, Chris Paul crossover, Trae Young behind the back, Steve Nash spin like I mentioned, John Morant hezzy, and Tyrese Halliburton step back. Now before I break it down to you guys, I want to remind you there is 3 different animations. So if you run diagonal like this, it gives you a little bit of a slow spin back animation, right? If you run directly to the side or backwards, it gives you the 720 animation, the super glitchy animation. Then if you run directly forwards, it gives you more of like a snatch back, launch back animation like that just sends you flying backwards. Not much of a glitchy spin like you get in this clip if you run sideways. Now you guys are here to learn how to do this, the super glitchy 720 spin. You can combo it off of a lot of moves. You can let the animation play out and it sends you flying backwards pretty far, or you can just shoot right away off of it. This move is fire, bro, and you guys are going to love it. Now you may watch this move and think, oh, this is actually extremely hard to do. But when I break it down to you guys, you're gonna be like, wow, this might be the easiest thing to do possible. All right, so let's get right to it. First off, I'm gonna show you guys the super glitchy 720 version of the spin. So say the ball is in your left hand, or you are running directly left, not diagonal up. We're gonna run left. All right, you hold R2, then you're gonna spin the right stick counterclockwise and immediately flick down on the right stick after you spin. If you're looking at my controller cam, you will notice every single time I do this, I immediately flick down on the right stick after I do the spin. So I'm gonna show you guys in slow motion real quick. I feel like it's somewhat easy to learn this, but I want to slow it down for you guys and break it down fully. So to get this super glitchy 720 animation, you have to run sideways. You don't get this if you run forwards. You don't get it if you run diagonal. You have to run sideways. The way I'm holding the left stick right here, it might look a little diagonal, but no, I'm running sideways. So yeah, you can only do it by running sideways or backwards. So we run left, spin the right stick counterclockwise, immediately flick down on the right stick. One more time, we hold R2 the whole time. The left stick, we're going left, we spin counterclockwise, immediately flick down on the right stick, and then done. Now it would be the same exact thing if we are running to the right. So we hold the left stick to the right, we hold R2, but we spin the right stick clockwise and then immediately flick down on the right stick. It's very simple. You run to a side, you spin the right stick to do a normal spin, but you immediately flick down on that right stick. If you're having trouble getting it to work, triangling the left stick upwards after you do the spin animation, but I don't think you need to do that. I usually don't have to do that. So like I said, to get that good animation, you have to run sideways or backwards. As you can see, I get the glitchy 720 here. So this right here is what it would look like if you were running diagonal. As you can see, I'm running diagonal up the court. I'm not doing like a speed boost move to the side. I'm not running directly forwards. My player is running diagonal, and it is not giving me the super glitchy speed boost animation. Now, if you do want this animation, you could run diagonal and do the same thing. You spin and then you flick down on the right stick, right? It just doesn't do the 720. It gives you like a little bit of a 360, maybe a little bit less than a 360. So yeah, if you do this animation while you're practicing the 720, I'm just telling you guys to explain why, so you know why you're getting this animation compared to the 720. This is basically like a 360 spin, maybe less than a 360. And for the 720, you can really do it off of any move. As long as you are just running to the side, you can always get it. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to do it while running backwards. All you have to do is either run backwards or diagonally backwards. You do the same thing. You trigger that spin animation and then flick down on your right stick immediately, and then it'll give you that 720 animation. So what we're gonna do here is run diagonally backwards to the bottom left. We hold R2 the whole time. We spin counterclockwise, flick down on the right stick, and then immediately it will do the 720 spin. As you can see, my player spins in a circle not once but twice. So yeah, as long as you run sideways or backwards, it gives you the 720. Now this is what it looks like at normal speed, just so you guys can compare to see how fast you have to flick that right stick down after spinning in a circle. It's basically instantly. You hold R2 the whole time, spin, and then down on the right stick. Now I have really mainly been just showing love to the 720 version of this spin, but as you can see, even in game, I use the 360 version of this spin. As you can see, I'm not doing the 720, I do the 360, and I green a heavily contested. You can still definitely make use out of all three versions of this spin, whether you run diagonal, sideways, or forwards. Now the only version of the 720 spin that I have not shown you guys is the one where you run directly forwards. This one is very glitchy. If you're rim running, for example, you want to do this spin back so that you can get a wide open midi. It's a very useful glitchy version of it. I like it a lot more than the diagonal version. It basically looks like a snatchback. So if you're rim running, you can do this and then it'll pop you backwards. You'll have a wide open midi most of the time. It is very useful. So compared to the other ones where you run sideways or backwards for the 720 animation, all you do is run directly forwards. You want to rim run, bow, you spin clockwise or counterclockwise depending on what hand it is in, flick down on the right stick, it does the same exact thing. The animation just looks different. Now that animation compared to this one, the 720 spin, they are both extremely different but both very useful in their own way. Thank you guys again for watching this video. I hope that I could help you out, put you on to the glitchy 720 spin, show you a few other ways to do the animation. I hope you guys can mix it in with your combos, get teed up on the virtual basketball game. I've been enjoying 2K25 a lot, man. I hope you guys have as well. This game is looking promising this year, man. I'm on that 2K17 hanky grind, uploading every day. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at Hank the Tank, on TikTok Hank the Tank YT, and on Twitch Hanky, where I live stream all the time. I'm probably even live right now. Also drop a like if you enjoyed, if I helped you out. Subscribe, turn those noties on for those daily Hanky videos. I got you guys with the best builds, jump shots, dribble moves, and the fire gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next banger.